Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Yeah. It's time back to go. It's time back to go. Yeah. Everything brought to you different. It's just listen. It's the show.
Hi, my name is Vangie, and today we are starting a new series called What to Watch with Vangie. And so I'm just going to give you 3 shows that I've been watching recently within the last couple of weeks that I totally recommend for you. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is going to be Loki, which is a new show on Disney Plus. We're about 3 episodes into, I believe, a 10-episode season, and it's a pretty good time. I'm going to be honest. Okay, I do like this show, but it's not my favorite thing on right now, which is why it ranked on number 3. It was pretty good though, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's missing something. I think maybe the last episode, there was no Owen Wilson, and I did not realize how much I really love the character Morbius. So I'm gonna need them to hurry up and get him back in so I can be alright, because episode 3 just was a little slow for me, but I have been enjoying it. 1 and 2 were so good. So let's move on. Coming in at number 2 was actually like a surprise. Like, I literally was only tuning in because, you know, everybody made a big deal about it. It went number 1 on Netflix. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out because obviously I want to do this segment and I want to review these shows, and this show is supposed to be really poppin', and it's supposed to be based on a comic book or a graphic novel, and you know, I am a nerd and I love all things that have anything to do with a comic. So I checked it out, but initially I read the premise of the show and I thought it was stupid. Sweet Tooth was so good. When I tell you, you will laugh, you will cry, you will be angry, you will want to dance, you will have so many fun. It's a really good time, and the best part about it is you can watch it with your whole family. Like, there is no nudity, there's no people acting, people are acting crazy, of course. Obviously, it's an apocalyptic world, so people are doing things they're not supposed to do, but it's handled in a way that my daughter can watch this with me. My whole family, we all watched this together as a family, and it was a really good show. My dude, I can never remember his name, but the actor who plays Big Man, when you see him, you'll know him. Like, he's getting to the point where when I see him, I know it's going to be a good show. The second he came on the screen, I said, okay, we're going to finish this show because he does good work. He just does good work. I cannot recall his name, though. It's like Anozo, something like that. But he's amazing. Everything he's in, I pretty much like. And I love an actor like that. It's like Chadwick Boseman was for me. Like, every time I seen him on the screen, I was like, okay, we good. We all right. We gonna be okay, guys. Like, I don't know about everything in here, but I know that his scenes is gonna be okay. But we're reaching that level. But Sweet Tooth was really, really good. It was fun. You definitely want to binge watch it, and that is on Netflix. We only have 1 season. Cannot wait for season 2. I'm telling you. Oh, and it was produced by Robert Downey Jr. Just as a cool random fact. So coming in at number 1, we have Young Justice, and you know what? Young Justice is not really a new show. It is, all 3 seasons are airing on HBOMAX. It's not really new. Actually, in fact, we're actually waiting for season 4 of Young Justice to come out, which is supposed to come out sometime either late 2021 or early 2022, which is the most vaguest of release dates, but whatever. It was just really good. Like, I had actually watched seasons 1 and 2, but I just recently finished season 3, and I was just so there is some character development of this show. They honestly and truthfully, if Young Justice got made into a live action show, I dare say it would be the best show on television if they did it correctly. It is so good. It has everything. You get so much character development because you're literally watching these young heroes grow up, these proteges turn into superheroes of their own, and the journeys that they take and how they get there and who they become in the end. And then there are some time jumps, and you know what? At first it's a little bit disorienting, but then it's like, okay, this is where we at, okay, this is what's going on. It's such a good show. If you want something that you and pretty much your whole family can watch, I would say it's probably a little bit PG-13 because they are teenage. Some of them do end up getting married and having kids and whatnot, and they don't show like sexual scenes, but they allude to, okay, these two are doing what they doing. So if a kid is watching it, they're probably not going to catch on to it. Like my daughter, she's like 6 or 7. She is 6. I don't know why I said 6 or 7. Like I was there. I don't know how old she is. But anyway, weirdness aside, little kids probably wouldn't catch on to it, but you know, I don't know. It's not nothing too crazy, but you can tell like they like each other and they be flirting sometimes or whatever. But it's not raunchy. It's just, it's still kiddie. Like it originally came in on Cartoon Network. It was a great show though. I really enjoyed it. I love the way it's drawn. I love the characters. I just love everything. Team Artemis all the way. If you watch the show, you know she's probably the best character. Well, actually, I do like Zatanna too. Me and Miss Martian, I don't know. We just go back and forth because I don't know. It's some of the characters that you really think, like looking at their roster, that you're gonna absolutely love, and you're just gonna be like. And then them characters that you be like, who is that? Or why would we even care about this person? Those are the characters that are fire on that show. And that's another little added delight. Also, I literally just found out today, Jesse McCartney. Like, if you're from the early 2000s, late 90s, if you grew up and you was a preteen at that time, not preteen, but just anything, like, you know who Jesse McCartney is. Okay, and he is Dick Grayson. I just found that out. Flabbergasted. Did not know. He used to be a really big deal. Like Justin Bieber before Justin Bieber, but not quite as big as Justin Bieber because nobody is as big as Justin Bieber. But I don't know why that was like, oh my gosh, no wonder you felt so familiar to me. But yeah. So that rounds out the 3 shows that I recommend for the week. One show I feel like you can miss, which I won't always add that because, you know, if I do watch it, if I don't have a show I think sucks, then I'm not going to add it. But one show I definitely think you can miss is Black Summer. I did watch the first season, which I didn't like, but I really liked or was interested in finding out what happened to one character in the show, and she was the only character I cared about. She was an Asian woman who was like going through the apocalypse. You know, nobody understood her language. There was nobody that knew what she was talking about. So I don't know why her story just to me was just so interesting, because with her being at a disadvantage of not being able to talk to the other survivors, not really, I mean, I don't know, her particular perspective of the apocalypse was just so interesting to me that all the boring characters I sat through just so I could get back to her scene. But honestly, even in season 2, again, she was the best part of season 2 for me, but it's just like, I'm like, I can't do it no more. They barely used her, and then on top of it, the boring characters just were so boring that I just couldn't do it. I just can't do it. So yeah, I'm done with that show. But shout out to Suneen. I think that was her name. She was cool. I would avoid Black Summer. And I love zombie movies. I love zombie everything. But Black Summer was just trash, in my opinion.